The day my life changed forever was the day my boss accused me of theft. I'll never forget the feeling of my world crashing down around me. My name is Ethan, and I've always been a hardworking and honest individual. I've spent years building a reputation as a dedicated employee, and my colleagues respected me for my integrity. But all of that meant nothing when my boss's words cut through the air like a knife, leaving me speechless and stunned. I had always thought that my work ethic and loyalty would be enough to earn me the benefit of the doubt, but I was wrong. The accusations came out of nowhere, and I was left wondering what I had done to deserve such a betrayal. As I look back, I realize that it was just the beginning of a long and arduous journey to clear my name and restore my reputation. I'm still trying to make sense of it all, but one thing is certain: that day changed me in ways I never could have imagined. I'm here to share my story with you, in the hopes that it might serve as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always a way forward. I've worked at Smith Co. for 5 years, starting as a junior accountant and working my way up to senior financial analyst. My boss, Mr. Johnson, hired me himself. He's been my mentor since day one. I've always been diligent about my work, ensuring every financial report is accurate and submitted on time. My colleagues respect me for my attention to detail and dedication. I'm known for being reliable and thorough. I've built strong relationships with my team, and we often collaborate on projects. My work ethic hasn't gone unnoticed. I've received several commendations from Mr. Johnson. I take pride in my work and strive for perfection. My day starts early, reviewing financial reports and preparing for meetings. I'm meticulous about my tasks, double-checking every figure and calculation. My goal is to provide insightful analysis that helps the company make informed decisions. One thing that's always been important to me is transparency. I believe in being open and honest in my work. I've built a reputation for being trustworthy, and I intend to keep it that way. My career has been on an upward trajectory, and I'm confident about my future at Smith Co. As I sit at my desk, I'm focused on completing a critical project. The deadline is looming, and I need to ensure everything is perfect. I'm typing away on my computer when suddenly, my assistant knocks on my door. "Ethan, Mr. Johnson wants to see you in his office," she says. I save my work and head to his office, wondering what the meeting is about. I walk into Mr. Johnson's office and he asks me to sit down. His tone is serious, and I wonder what's going on. "Ethan, we have a problem," he says. "We've been reviewing some financial transactions, and there are some discrepancies that need to be explained." I lean forward, curious. "What kind of discrepancies?" I ask. "Some transactions have been flagged as suspicious," he replies, "and it appears that you were involved in processing some of these transactions." I'm taken aback. "Suspicious transactions? I don't know what you're talking about," I say. "I've processed thousands of transactions over the years. Can you be more specific?" Mr. Johnson pulls out a stack of papers and slides them across the desk. "These are the transactions in question," he says. "It looks like someone has been embezzling funds from the company, and your signature is on some of these documents." I feel a surge of defensiveness. "That's impossible," I say. "I've never embezzled any money from this company. I'm a financial analyst, not a thief." Mr. Johnson's expression is skeptical. "I want you to explain these transactions to me," he says, "and I want you to tell me what you know about the missing funds." I take a deep breath and begin to review the documents. As I scan the pages, I realize that these are transactions I've processed in good faith. But Mr. Johnson's tone suggests that he doesn't believe me. "I don't know what's going on here," I say, "but I'm happy to help you investigate and clear this up." Mr. Johnson's response is unexpected. "I'm afraid it's not that simple, Ethan," he says. "Based on what I've seen, I'm going to have to ask you to step down from your position effective immediately." I'm shocked. "Step down? What are you talking about?" I ask. "You're a suspect in an ongoing investigation," he replies. "I need to protect the company's interests." I feel like I've been punched in the gut. "This is ridiculous," I say. "I'm going to clear my name, and I'm going to find out who's behind this." I sit in the conference room surrounded by HR representative Ms. Thompson and security head Mr. Lee. They're both serious, their faces stern. "So, Ethan, let's go over this again," Ms. Thompson says. "Can you explain these transactions to us?" I take a deep breath and dive into the details. These transactions were part of a larger project I was working on. I processed them according to company protocol. Mr. Lee leans forward. According to our investigation, it seems like you had access to sensitive information and made some questionable decisions. I shake my head. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm being set up. Ms. Thompson raises an eyebrow. Set up? By whom? I don't know, I admit. But I know I didn't embezzle any money. You need to investigate further. Mr. Lee's expression is skeptical. We've reviewed the security footage, and it seems like you were one of the last people to access the financial system before the discrepancies were discovered. I frown. That doesn't mean anything. I was just doing my job. The questioning continues for hours, with Ms. Thompson and Mr. Lee probing every aspect of my work. They ask about my relationships with colleagues, my work habits, and my access to company systems. I answer every question to the best of my ability, but I can sense the doubt in the room. They're not convinced, and I'm starting to worry that my reputation is being destroyed. As the interrogation continues, I start to feel frustrated. I'm telling you, I didn't do anything wrong. You're wasting your time investigating me. Ms. Thompson's tone is calm. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this, Ethan. We need to consider all possibilities. But I'm not sure they're listening. It feels like they're already convinced of my guilt, and I'm just a pawn in a larger game. The meeting finally ends, but I'm left with more questions than answers. What's next? Will I be fired? Will I be charged with a crime? The uncertainty hangs over me like a cloud. I walk back to my desk, still reeling from the meeting with HR and security. My colleagues glance at me, their expressions a mix of curiosity and suspicion. Sarah, a colleague I've worked with for years, approaches me. Hey Ethan, what's going on? She asks quietly. I saw you leaving the conference room with HR. Everything okay? I take a deep breath and fill her in on the situation. She listens intently, her expression sympathetic. I'm sure it'll all get cleared up, she says. You're one of the most honest people I know. But not everyone is as supportive. As I scan the office, I notice some colleagues whispering to each other, glancing at me with doubt in their eyes. David, a coworker who's always been a bit competitive, walks over to me. So, Ethan, what's the story? He asks, his tone laced with skepticism. Did you really embezzle money from the company? I shake my head. No, I didn't. I'm being set up, David. You know me. I'm not capable of doing something like that. David raises an eyebrow. I've seen some pretty surprising things in my time here, he says. I don't know what to believe. The office is abuzz with speculation and gossip. Some colleagues seem to believe me, while others are convinced of my guilt. I'm not sure how to react. Rachel, another colleague, approaches me. Ethan, I believe you, she says. You're a good person. We'll get to the bottom of this. But others are less kind. I always knew you were too good to be true, one colleague says, her voice dripping with malice. The conflicting reactions from my colleagues leave me feeling isolated and uncertain. Who can I trust? Will anyone stand up for me? Or will they all turn against me? The doubt in the office is suffocating. I lie in bed staring at the ceiling. The accusations swirl in my head like a bad dream that won't end. I keep replaying the conversations with my boss and HR in my mind, wondering what I could have done differently. But the more I think about it, the more my mind spirals into worst-case scenarios. I toss and turn, unable to shake off the feeling of being under a microscope. Every little thing I did in the past comes under scrutiny in my mind. I question my own judgment, my own integrity. What if they really believe I'm guilty? What if I lose my job, my reputation? The weight of uncertainty presses down on me, making it hard to breathe. I feel like I'm drowning in doubt. I try to focus on my work, on the facts, but my mind keeps wandering to the worst possible outcomes. Days turn into weeks, and the stress starts to take a toll on my body. I'm tired all the time, and my appetite is gone. I'm irritable and short-tempered with my loved ones. I know I'm not myself, but I don't know how to snap out of it. One day, I receive an email from HR scheduling another meeting to discuss the ongoing investigation. My heart sinks as I read the message. I feel like I'm trapped in a nightmare, and I don't know how to wake up. The meeting is scheduled for tomorrow. What will happen next? Will they fire me? Will they clear my name? The uncertainty is suffocating me. I try to prepare myself for the worst, but deep down, I know I didn't do anything wrong. The question is, Will anyone else believe me? I sit at my desk, staring blankly at my computer screen. The investigation has been dragging on for weeks, and I'm starting to lose hope. But then, my phone rings. It's an unknown number. Ethan, it's Alex from accounting, the voice says. I heard about the investigation, and I think I might have some information that can help you. My interest is piqued. What kind of information? I ask. I've been reviewing some old financial reports, and I think I found something that could clear your name, Alex says. It looks like there was a system glitch that caused the discrepancies in the transactions. I've got the logs to prove it. My heart skips a beat. A system glitch? That's possible? Yes, it's definitely possible, Alex replies, and I think it's worth investigating further. Can you meet me at the coffee shop down the street? I don't want to discuss this over the phone. I agree to meet Alex, my mind racing with possibilities. Could this be the break I need to clear my name? I grab my things and head to the coffee shop, eager to hear more about the potential evidence. When I arrive, Alex is already there, sipping on a coffee. Thanks for meeting me, I say, sitting down across from him. I've got the logs right here, Alex says, pulling out a folder. It looks like the system glitch caused the transactions to be mislabeled. If we can get the IT department to confirm this, it could be the proof we need to clear your name. I feel a surge of hope. Could this be the turning point in the investigation? I take the folder from Alex and begin to review the logs. The more I read, the more convinced I become that this could be the evidence I need to prove my innocence. But as I'm about to leave, Alex leans in closer. Ethan, there's something else, he says quietly. I think someone in the company might be trying to frame you intentionally. I'm not sure who, but I think we need to be careful. My eyes widen in surprise. Who could be behind this? And why? The investigation just got a lot more complicated. I walk into Mr. Johnson's office, my heart racing with anticipation. I've been waiting for this moment for weeks, and I'm determined to get answers. Alex's evidence has given me new hope, and I'm ready to confront my accuser. Mr. Johnson looks up from his desk, a mixture of surprise and annoyance on his face. Ethan, what can I do for you? He asks. I know what's going on, I say, my voice firm. I know that the accusations against me are false, and I have proof. Mr. Johnson's expression doesn't change, but I notice a flicker of interest in his eyes. What kind of proof? He asks. I pull out the folder Alex gave me and slide it across the desk. This is evidence of a system glitch that caused the discrepancies in the transactions, I say. It's clear that I didn't embezzle any money. Mr. Johnson scans the documents, his face impassive. When he finishes, he looks up at me. I'm not sure what to make of this, he says, but I think we need to investigate further. I take a step forward, my anger rising. Investigate further? You've been investigating me for weeks, and now you're telling me that you need to investigate further? Mr. Johnson's tone is calm. Ethan, I understand your frustration, but we need to get to the bottom of this. Let's schedule a meeting with the IT department and see what they have to say about this evidence. I nod, still feeling a sense of unease. Something doesn't add up. Why is Mr. Johnson being so calm about this? Doesn't he want to know the truth? As we wait for the IT department to arrive, the tension in the room grows. I can feel the weight of the accusations still hanging over me, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to clear my name completely. The IT department arrives, and we begin to discuss the evidence. After a lengthy discussion, they agree to investigate the system glitch further. As the meeting concludes, Mr. Johnson turns to me. Ethan, I think we've made some progress here. Let's keep investigating and see where it takes us. I nod, still feeling a sense of uncertainty. What's next? Will they finally believe me? The investigation continues, and I'm left waiting for answers. The IT department's investigation takes several days, but finally, they present their findings to Mr. Johnson and me. The room is tense as we wait for the results. Ethan, I'm afraid we have some surprising news, the IT manager says. The discrepancies in the transactions were indeed caused by a system glitch, just like you suspected. I feel a sense of vindication, but Mr. Johnson's expression is still skeptical. What about the evidence, he asks. The IT manager pulls out a stack of documents. We've reviewed the system logs, and it appears that someone accessed the financial system and manipulated the transactions to make it look like Ethan was embezzling funds. My eyes narrow. Who did it? I demand. The IT manager hesitates before answering. It looks like one of your colleagues, David, was involved. We found evidence of him accessing the system and making changes to the transactions. I'm shocked. David? The same colleague who doubted my innocence? I remember our conversation, and it all makes sense now. Mr. Johnson's face turns red with anger. David, I wouldn't have suspected him. The IT manager nods. It seems he was in financial trouble and saw an opportunity to cover his own tracks by framing Ethan. The truth is finally out, and I'm relieved. But I'm also angry. How could David do this to me? Mr. Johnson turns to me. Ethan, I apologize for the accusations. We'll take action against David and clear your name. I nod, still trying to process everything. It's over. The accusations were baseless and the truth has been revealed. But the damage has already been done. My reputation has been tarnished, and I'll have to work hard to regain the trust of my colleagues. As I leave the meeting room, I feel a sense of closure. The truth has been revealed, and justice will be served. But I'm also left wondering what other secrets my colleagues might be hiding. The investigation concludes, and the IT department confirms that a system glitch caused the discrepancies in the transactions. I'm cleared of any wrongdoing, and my reputation is finally restored. Mr. Johnson calls me into his office, a look of relief on his face. Ethan, I'm glad we were able to get to the bottom of this, he says. You're a valuable member of our team, and I'm sorry you had to go through this. I nod, feeling a sense of vindication. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I'm just glad the truth came out. The news spreads quickly through the office, and my colleagues start to apologize for doubting me. Some of them seem genuinely sorry, while others seem more concerned with saving face. Sarah approaches me, a smile on her face. Ethan, I'm so glad everything worked out, she says. I knew you were innocent all along. I appreciate her support, but I'm still wary of some of my colleagues. Will they really treat me the same way now that my reputation is restored? As the days go by, things start to return to normal. I'm no longer the subject of whispered conversations and suspicious glances. My colleagues seem to be treating me with renewed respect, and I'm starting to feel like myself again. But there's still one question lingering in my mind. Who was behind the accusations? Was it a genuine mistake, or was someone trying to sabotage me? I'm not sure I'll ever know for sure, but I'm just glad that my name is clear. My boss calls a team meeting to discuss the outcome of the investigation. We're glad that Ethan's name has been cleared, he says. We value him as a member of our team, and we're committed to moving forward in a positive way. The meeting ends, and I feel a sense of closure. The ordeal is finally over, and I can start to put it behind me. I head back to my desk, ready to focus on my work and move forward. I sit in my office, reflecting on the past few weeks. The investigation, the accusations, the doubts. It's been a roller coaster ride, but as I think back on everything, I realize that I've learned a lot. First and foremost, I've learned the importance of standing up for myself. I could have let the accusations define me, but instead, I fought back. I proved my innocence, and in doing so, I discovered a strength I didn't know I had. I've also learned to appreciate the support of my colleagues and friends. Not everyone doubted me, and those who stood by me mean a lot to me. Their support gave me the courage to keep fighting. As I look back on the experience, I realize that it's changed me. I'm not the same person I was before. I'm stronger, more resilient. I've learned to navigate difficult situations and to trust my instincts. I think about the lessons I've learned and how I can apply them to my life moving forward. I've learned to be more proactive, to speak up when I see something wrong, and to trust my own judgment. The experience has also made me more empathetic. I understand what it's like to be doubted and accused, and I'll be more understanding and supportive of others who go through similar situations. As I wrap up my thoughts, I feel a sense of closure. The experience was difficult, but it was also transformative. I've grown as a person, and I'm ready to move forward with renewed strength and confidence. I take a deep breath and stand up, ready to face whatever comes next. The future is uncertain, but I'm prepared to face it head-on. I stand up from my desk, feeling a sense of finality. The investigation is over, and my name is clear. I look back on the past few weeks and realize that I've been through a transformative experience. I've learned to stand up for myself and to trust my instincts. I've discovered a strength and resilience I didn't know I had. I'm proud of myself for fighting back and for not giving up. As I walk out of the office, I'm greeted by my colleagues. They nod in respect and some of them smile. The atmosphere has changed, and I'm no longer the subject of whispers and doubts. I take a deep breath and smile back at them. I'm ready to move forward, to put the past behind me. I'm stronger and wiser now, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. My phone buzzes with a message from Mr. Johnson. "Ethan, great job on getting through this difficult situation," he writes. "You're a valuable member of our team, and I'm looking forward to seeing your continued growth and success." I smile, feeling a sense of validation. It's good to know that my hard work and dedication are recognized. I head home, feeling a sense of closure and new beginnings. The experience was difficult, but it was also a catalyst for growth. I'm ready to take on new challenges and to make the most of the opportunities that come my way. As I walk into my house, I'm greeted by my family. They ask me about my day, and I fill them in on the latest developments. They listen with interest, and I can see the relief in their eyes. I'm home, and I'm safe. The ordeal is over, and I can finally start to heal and move on. I'm grateful for the support of my loved ones and for the lessons I've learned along the way. I'm ready to face the future with confidence and strength. Stand up for the truth, just like Ethan did. If you're facing a similar situation, don't give up. Fight for your rights and your reputation. Share your story in the comments below, and let's support each other in the pursuit of justice. Subscribe for more inspiring stories and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new content.